there. Okay, I think that is my spawn point. Yep, my compass keeps spinning around pointing to this block. So I believe this right here is the center of spawn. And spawn is like basically goes like a 10 block radius out from here. So it's a 21 by 21 area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And then this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right on this little bush. Okay, and then so on and so forth in a box this way. Oh, there we go. So this is my spawn, and I believe when I started the game, I spawned right up kind of in this little spot here, up on one of these blocks, overlooking the village. So I think this village is going to be my home base. Of course, including this spot on the hill, because if I ever die without a bed, that's where I'm going to show up. So I'll have to build some kind of house up here, maybe some kind of a little, like a manor house or something. This would be my house up on the hill. And then I'll make sure that everything else within this spawn zone is unspawnable, so that if I do die without a bed, I actually come back inside the house. But I think what I want to do is actually surround this entire village with some kind of like fortified wall. I want to protect this village. I want to keep these villagers alive so we can grow and thrive together. And eventually make them trade partners and everything else. So that's kind of the plan. But first, I didn't finish getting all of my diamonds last episode. I'm still a few short. I need 8 for my chest plate. And I have already created the enchanting table. And I have 1 more diamond. So I basically need 7 more to complete that. So I want to jump back down in this cave real quick and see if we can find a spot that we haven't, a spot down in the down in the diamond levels that we haven't explored yet, and see if we can find 7 more diamonds. And then once I find those 7 diamonds, I think I'm going to start building, start working on fortifying this village, and protecting our little buddies here, and start working on, creating a base, creating a home. So let's hop down here. All right. And then we're greeted by the locals immediately. Okay, we're doing a little better than last time we were at this spot. We came in here with nothing but raw iron at the time. Let's see. So I want to get all the way down to diamond. So a lot of this has been explored already. I hear zomzoms. Let's see. Just get some of this lit up. I can come back and get all this iron and stuff later. My mission right now is diamonds. I'll help you out there. There you go. Okay, so we need to find a way to get back down to the... Ooh. I wonder how deep this goes. This is the new spot. Let's see. So I kind of like the idea of, like I said, like kind of surrounding that whole village in a wall, like as if it was like a big medieval town that's going to grow. And there was a guy I was watching for a while on YouTube, and he kind of did that. And I like the look. I like the look of it. I like the idea of it. So I kind of want to do that. And I haven't really done that before. You know, like, oh hey, diamonds. There we go. You know, like to surround a village. You know, just like completely surround it, like you're making it into a fortified city. I've never really done that before, so I figured I'd maybe give that a try. with this series. 1 diamond. I'll take it. Okay, now we need 6 more of its friends. I need to figure out a way to get deeper. Hey, that's an iron vein. Yeah, I feel like, was it this? I feel like we might have found an iron vein when we were exploring in the last episode, but I don't know for certain because I do have several worlds running right now, and I could have been thinking of a different world. But this is definitely an iron vein. You got these iron blocks here mixed in with the tuff. Oh, then there's some diamonds over there. Did I bring my bucket? I didn't bring my bucket. You know what? I don't want to go all the way back home, so let's just, we can craft a bucket. This is Minecraft, right? We can mine, and then we can craft, and then we get a bucket. I don't have to go all the way home. Okay. I might as well just get a few, make the smelting worthwhile. Is that 6? Let's see if we can get 2 more. We can smelt an even 8. Alright, there's 8. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and I'm going to smelt up some iron real quick here and make a bucket so we can kind of make a bit of a safe path over some of this lava. And there we go. So we'll just give that a minute to cook up. And how are we doing on food? We got 9 pork chops, so I can't be down here for too terribly long. Why did I bring this? Oh no, that's the diamond I mined. I was thinking I brought that one from up above. I'm like, why did I bring that down here? Okay. I see a diamond over there. How deep are we? We're at -23, so we're still pretty shallow as far as a diamond layer is concerned. So we want to get down about 20 or so blocks so that we can find... Oh, hey. Hey, there's a way down. Nice. Maybe we'll go this way. We'll go get that diamond that's across the lava. So now I know that so diamonds form less when they're exposed to air, and they're more likely to form when they're not exposed to air. Well, being exposed to water like this counts as not being exposed to air. So you could technically, if you had, you know, you could see better and maybe had more breathing, you could kind of go around in these deep aquifers and look for diamonds, and sometimes that might be a little bit easier to find. Okay, let's go ahead and make a bucket of water. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead. Did I get that? Yeah, I did. Okay. It made the splash sound like almost immediately when I picked it up. I thought maybe I didn't pick it up. Okay, let's get over to that diamond that we saw, which was over there. Let's light up behind us. Hey, there's at least 2 of them up there. That's pretty cool. See anything else from here? Anything else interesting? Oh, that's interesting. Alright, buddy. Whoa, that was even more interesting. Okay, not too scared since I'm armored up, but I would also like to know where he's coming from. Alright. He probably came from up there. Okay. I'm getting really low on torches, so let me make some of those real quick. I'm going to be careful because I have not very much coal either. Oh, there's another skeleton. Last thing I need is them shooting me into the lava. Alright. Okay, let's just put a couple torches up here. There we go. All right, now let's get the prize. Here we go. 1, 2. Probably just these 2, but we might as well poke around and see. Any more? Nope. Okay. Excellent. There's 3. We only need 4 more. Once we find 4 more diamonds, we can get out of this cave and get working on home. Let's see. Oh, there's some right here. We might not have to go all the way down. We might find enough at this level. Any more down here? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, let's see. Now where does this go? Oh, there's some right here. What a good cave this is. One more. Let's see if there's more down here. Nope. 5. We only need 2 more diamonds. This is awesome. I mean, well, look at right here. 2 more diamonds. Oh, I should probably craft a door so that I can mine those a little bit easier. I don't have any kind of... no enchantments or anything to help out with being underwater, so... we'll have to... let's... oh my gosh, and there's some right there too. Wow, this is crazy. You know what, let me put the door over the side a little bit. There we go. Alright, I know it's quite dark. I can barely see. Okay, there's another one there. Okay. I don't think there's any more down there. Boy, I wish I could see a little bit better. It feels like we're not that deep under. Oh, that helps a little bit. Oh, that helps. Okay. Didn't feel like we were deep enough for it to be that crazy dark down here. Oh, nice. There we go. So this gives us a few extras so we can, you know, replace a tool or 2 that breaks. So that's pretty awesome. Wow, that's really... that was a good one right there. Whoa. We got 14. We got twice as many as we came in here for. Hey, there's a... I'm going to get that glow squid while I'm here. Here, buddy. I'll take that. I guess we might as well just look and see. Do we see any more diamonds, like, easy pickings? I'm not seeing any. Okay, well, we can always come back to this cave, because we got a couple places where it goes down deep. Yeah. Alright, well, let's get out of here. I'll have to remember how to get to this spot, because this looks like a really good place to explore. Let's see. I think I had quite a bit of iron topside for now, so I don't think I need to worry too much about getting all of that. So I think what I want to do here, I want to kind of mark where this area is, so we're going to know that it's down here. Okay? So then, what was our way out? Our way out was that our way out? Is it this one? Let's see. Which is our water stream to get out? Okay, it's not this one. How did we get in here? I'm already lost in this cave. This cave is too many just chaotic torches everywhere. Okay, this is our way out. So now how do we get back to where we just were? Did I seriously just lose track of where we were? I just lost track of where we were. Oh. There you go. There's our red torch. Okay, so I want to come down here and I want to see, I'll be right in line with that torch if I go bloop. There we go. So there's our torch. Excellent. So I'm going to sleep, and I realize that we have the village chunks loaded, but they do have a golem up there, so hopefully nothing bad's been happening to them. I mean, they survived my entire time in the caves last time, so I feel like they'll be okay. But I don't know that for certain. Okay, I want to get back up to the one that goes out. Is that this one? I think it might be this one. There we go. Alright, hello, stuck horses. Whoa, you just bopped me. Whoa. There we go. I think they're probably going to be there all season. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, let's get over to our village now, which was right up over this hill. Well, great. We weren't down there for very long. We got plenty of food left. I mean, heck, I'm only, what, about 15 minutes into this or so, and I've gotten my diamonds. That's a pretty impressive. Oh, I see lots of. Hopefully that was. Oh, I see open doors. That's not good. Well, they're not broken doors. Hopefully, we still got plenty of villagers. Oh, I just heard a whole bunch of them all chime in at once. Okay. Oh, that's right. I planted some of these trees before I ended the episode, so that's cool. We got some more trees to harvest, so that's good. All right, let's go ahead and dump our pockets. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's make that chest plate. There we go. Fully decked out in diamonds. Perfect. That's where I wanted to be. And I don't need this iron chest plate now. So I can toss this over here. There we go. Okay, so I got 6 diamonds. I got 7 diamonds to spare. So that's, again, that's like a pickaxe and an axe if I need it. Okay, so now I have to think about what do I want to do with this village? So I already described how I wanted to make like a wall around it, but where do I want that wall to be? I need to get a good view of it. I need to get a good view. So let's see. Okay, 14 dirt. That'll get us tall enough. Okay, so all right, this isn't bad. So that hill is our spawn. So that's where our house is going to be. So we can have a wall that comes kind of around. Boy, these houses go right up to the coast. I don't know if I want the entire coastline to be like a giant wall. I want to be able to see the water. So maybe what I can do is I can have the wall kind of start on the other side of that house and come over. And let's see, we can maybe take it like not quite to that cliff, maybe just a little bit shy of that cliff, about where, oh, right about there where my cursor is. Maybe that's where the wall kind of comes across there, then maybe kind of comes over here like this, and then it kind of comes up to that lake there. And then everything inside that wall can be nice and lit up and spawn proofed and safe. I like it. So, building a wall of that size requires blocks, which I have not a ton of. definitely not a ton of blocks. So we got to start somewhere. Okay, so first thing is let's go cut down some trees. That's going to give us some logs. So I think I'm going to kind of do this in stages, right? So first I'm going to kind of make like a log wall. And then later we can like reinforce it and make a cool stone wall. Like this thing can grow, right? This thing can start out as like a, you know, like a yeah, like a palisade. Is that what you call it? Is that what you call like the wooden logs like jammed into the ground to make a wall? That's probably the wrong word. So, but kind of do that first, and then later it can graduate into like a stone wall, and then eventually, you know, like a castle wall kind of thing. So, we'll do it that way. So anyway, I was going to say, so cutting down these trees, this is going to give us logs, but it's also going to give us saplings to that we can plant. We can start planting saplings in the shape of the wall, and then let the saplings grow to kind of start growing our wall for us. So we don't have to like mine and place every block. We can let the trees themselves do it, do the work. Let the saplings work for us. So that's kind of my plan here. Oh, hello, little bee. Where's your... Okay, I'm not disturbing... Oh, wow. This is a scary place. Whoa. Huh. Cool. We can get resources out of this later, but that's cool that that's right here. Okay, I'm not wanting the birch right now as far for the wall. I'm just clearing them out because they're kind of just there. Gotta make sure I'm getting these saplings, though, especially the oak saplings. Because I think that's what I'm going to do. I think the wall is going to be oak for now. Okay, so this is kind of the area. I got 30 saplings. That's not many, but it's a start. So let's think about where this wall is going to be. I was thinking right around here. Okay, and then we can have like an opening in the wall to get down into this big cave. And you need to get... Yeah, see, you're hurting. You're hurting. So these, you've been getting damaged. Protecting the village. So thank you for that, buddy. Okay, so let's start with this. Okay, so why is he kind of stuck way over here? He needs to go back to the village. Am I just going to take this wall straight to the... Oh, this is the pit. I don't think I want the pit necessarily inside the walls. I'd rather the wall come to a more natural spot. Yeah, I don't think I want the pit inside the wall. That just doesn't feel right to me. So let's just kind of bring the wall up this way for now. And then maybe we kind of come up, and then at this point we kind of maybe make it turn. There we go. We'll let them start growing there. And then eventually we'll kind of probably have it turn again and have it kind of come to a more natural spot here. Yeah, we'll bring it in and then bring it out. And that'll kind of, yeah, I like that. Cool. So it doesn't have to be like a giant square. It can have some shape to it. I wonder, I don't remember if we saw a wandering trader in the first episode. Did we? Do we have leads? I don't see any. No, I don't think we got wandering traders. Okay. I was thinking I was going to go and try to start dragging that golem over here. Well, here's another one, but that one over there is still, like, stuck. You know what? Now that... Oh, it's nighttime. I can see... Okay, so let me go ahead and... I'm going to prep for... Oh my gosh, I only have 8 coals left. Yeah, buddy, come back over here to the village. I don't want you getting stuck out there. I want to light this place up, but we are desperately short on torch material here. Use it all up caving last episode. I don't want to sleep yet. Let's see. So the first thing I want to do is, you know what? Oh my gosh. I'm going to get like half of that cooking for charcoal. And I'm going to start lighting up some of this. Now, I am playing with a couple of mods, and one of them is this that gives me the light levels. So I am going to use that to make sure that I'm actually lighting things up good. Alright, or I guess lighting them up well would be the proper way to say that. Oh look, there's a skeleton already. Well, the skeleton won't go after the villagers, so I'm not too terribly worried about them. It's the zombies I don't want in here. Oh, I hear it. Yeah, those zombies. You know, it just kind of dawned on me. If I've got the mod to see the light levels, then I don't have to do this at night. Let's see. I could do this during the day. Yeah. Let's go ahead and sleep so we don't end up drawing any unwanted attention into this village. Ow. A. Yeah, see, like, this guy's right in the middle of our village. That ain't cool. Oh, my health ain't feeling so great because I'm running around. That's why. Okay. All right, I'm not going to mess around. I'll probably regret it if I do. Yeah, let's go ahead and sleep. Okay, you know what? We can worry about the lighting up later once we have more torches and stuff. We're just not going to worry about that at the moment. We'll make sure we're working in the day here and we don't leave these guys unprotected. Because I feel like there might be less villagers than there were last episode. Like, I feel like some of them might have gotten hurt while we were exploring in the caves. Whoa, hello. Alright, gotcha. Hey, I'll combine these and make that a little bit better. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's see what's going on with our saplings over here if our wall is getting started. A couple are growing, so that's good. So I think what I want to do is... of course it's a big one. Of course it's a big one. What I was thinking was I just want to kind of like leave it like 3 high or something. And then just knock out everything else. But now that I'm thinking about it, the leaves won't fall on their own unless like all of the logs around it are gone. So I think the idea of like letting them grow and then harvest it, like letting them become the wall is not really going to work, because then I'm going to have to punch all these saplings off by hand. Oh well, I thought it was a cool idea. Maybe it wasn't such a cool idea. Right, so then boom, 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 right? So that'll be kind of be my wall. Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh well. I think this episode is going to be a whole lot of chopping trees and placing logs. So I hope you guys are cool with that. Not quite as action-packed as the last one. But hey, this is Minecraft, right? This is Minecraft. There's action, and then there's lots of grinding and building. Okay, I guess in this case I don't really need to do the whole sapling thing. I can probably just draw out this wall. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Where do we want it to go to? We want it to kind of go to... I mean, I was going to say this is a nice little bay to put like a little boat dock, but then where would the boat go? Because that's just an enclosed lake. That's more like where we'd be sailing our boats from. So this... I'll tell you what, let's just put the wall like up on top of this, right? So we can put the wall, you know, kind of like that. Like it doesn't have to go down to the water. We could do some cool stuff with terraining and things here. Ooh, don't want that. Okay, let's see. I mean, I guess I kind of don't need the wall to like come out around this hill, right? We can put something interesting outside of the wall on that hill if we want to. Yeah. Oh. There we go. Food. Food is something we need to consider not running out of completely. So I'm thinking sooner rather than later, we probably need to start making a farm and trading up with farmers to get golden carrots, because I feel like that's going to ultimately be quicker and easier than trying to get a ton of meat, right? Because like, you know, wheat farm and then breeding cows and taking forever. I think I might go ahead and see if we've gotten... I feel like we might have gotten the potatoes and carrots already, but I'm not certain. We can double check that. So the thing is with the leaves is naturally formed logs. So because I placed these, they don't count. So once you take out the naturally formed ones, the tree will break down. Okay. I'm kind of randomizing these a bit between 3 height and 2 height, just to kind of break it up a little bit. I think that would ultimately look nicer than just a, at least for now. So, like I said, this wall is going to grow and change. Something first, it's going to start as like the kind of pointy log kind of thing, like you might see in like old timey, you know, Wild West kind of forts and things. I think I'll start with that, and then it'll move to something a little bit more structured with like a solid wood and walkways and then a stone facing and everything. All right. I need to at least get these saplings planted so that they can start growing. So let me do that real quick. And then I think I might give these trees a little bit of time to start growing. And let's look and see what our farm trade prospects are over there. You might be there for a long time, buddy. You poor horses, you all spawn right in this weird broken area with all these cliffs and holes and waterfalls. Alright, so let's see what our farm is doing, our farm possibilities are. Do we have both potatoes and carrots? We have carrots. We've gotten a carrot. We have not gotten a potato. Seriously, no potatoes yet. Really? Really? Okay. No potatoes. Fair enough. Well, bummer. I like having both, right? Because it's like extra trades with the same guy before they run out of trading abilities. Okay, another thing with the farm is I need to keep the villagers out of it so they themselves don't farm it. Have I gotten all of the loot? You're not doing any good in here, buddy. You're seriously not doing any good in here. Well, we might have to take care of that later. Let's see. So I want to put the farm on the property, but I don't want these guys farming it. So it's going to have to be surrounded. So let's do... I have cobblestone, but not a ton of it. Okay. Well, maybe I don't need a ton of it. Do we have a... I don't think we have a, what you call it, stone cutter. No. Okay. That's right, yeah, we really didn't craft much of anything like that. And the last episode was all just hunting for resources. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting some of that made. So the stone cutter, I believe we probably need, it probably needs stone and not cobblestone, my guess. Let's see, I know it needs iron. Oh boy, which means I need to start using my fuel to smelt the stones. Alright, so be it. That's the way it is. I can make walls out of cobbled deep slate. Yeah, okay. So I got more of that than cobblestone, so maybe I can start there and start with, we'll make a cobblestone deep slate wall for our farm. Okay, let's see. Was it stone to make a stone cutter? Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's what I thought. I mean, I guess technically I could make the walls using a crafting table, but okay, let's see. Let's go with cobblestone, deep slate brick. This is just a wall for our farm, and this is something that might get improved later as well, so I don't need to get too fancy at the moment. Ah, boy, I sure could use a potato. I'm surprised we didn't find a potato out in any of those boats. And we haven't gotten one off the zombie yet. Huh, okay. Let's see. This might be a perfectly fine place right here for the farm. We got some gates already here. And I see it is getting dark. I will sleep because until I get this whole place lit up again, I'd rather work in the daylight and keep the villagers safe. Okay, so pretty basic farm. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're gonna have the water here. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. So that would be one single farm. Let's see, do we have shears yet? I want to get some leaves in here. Which way? My sense of direction with this village is just not here yet. I don't know how to get around. Okay. Okay, I do have shears. Okay. Let me go grab a couple of leaves. We'll grab a couple of these. That's enough. There we go. And I like to do that just to keep it so that you don't fall in and all of that. Okay. So carrot trades right off the bat are like 20 some carrots for 1 emerald. So it really takes a lot. And even if you do the zombie curing thing, you can get that cheaper, but you can only go down 1 level. So you can't get it down to where it used to be, where you could get like 1 carrot per emerald. But because it is still 20 some for an emerald, I can't survive off of just 1 farm. I'm going to have to make this larger. So should I start with 2 farms? I mean, it's going to take a while for them to grow up anyway. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the water goes there. And let's waterlog it with a leaf. Okay. And for trading these farmers to get to the golden carrots, I really like my farmers to be doing potatoes and carrots because you get more of them when you harvest, and so it's a little bit easier to get lots of emeralds. So if I try to do wheat, you just don't get as much wheat off of 1 harvest, so you're going to get a lot less trades. So I like to keep it with like carrots and potatoes. So even though I could plant wheat, I really would only need the wheat for things other than villager trading, right? So, I mean, there's plenty of other good uses for wheat, but I don't need it for the villager trading. So let me put some torches around because they do grow better if they have light. So if it's nighttime, we don't want these things to stop growing. Okay. I kind of like the I like this deep slate brick wall on this farm. That's a nice contrast. It's really nice. Okay, put 2 torches around the gate. All right, now let's plant our 1 single carrot. There you go. We're farmers now. We are farmers. Bum 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 bum. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have any bone. I have some bones. I do have some bones. Okay, I have some bones. There we go. Let's go ahead and get these carrots going. I need to find a potato. I seriously need to find a potato. Oh, I got this one little. I don't have very many resource packs, but I got this one for the plants. That's really kind of cool. Look at them. They're kind of cute. Okay, let's see. I'm an impatient farmer. I'll keep some of this bone meal for now, just in case we need it for something else. But this will be a good start on our carrots. And although they do grow faster if you can alternate the rows, and speed is something I would be looking for at this point in the game, but I just don't have 2 crops to plant. I don't want to fill the whole thing up with wheat. So that's just how it's going to be for now. Okay, let's see. So until I have a good number of carrots, there's no point in even doing anything with the farmers. So let's put some of this stuff back away. And we'll go back to the trees. Okay. See, I only have 3 pork chops. I'm really running low on food. Okay, let's see how our trees are doing. We can get moving on this. I'll leave this tree here for now. Get moving on this wall. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, let me get some more. We don't have very many logs. Oh my gosh, look at how big that thing is. Oh, that's, wow. Those big trees are a bit of a pain. Did I get bamboo yet? Did we get bamboo in any like shipwrecks that we saw last episode? Again, it's hard for me to remember these things. I have I got like 3 worlds going on here. So I don't know like what I've found in one world versus we do have bamboo. All right, so let me get some bamboo going so that I can make some scaffolding to make my life a little bit easier. And I have some string. Okay, so yeah. Let me get that scaffolding started. Okay. So I have a feeling I'm going to use probably the first stack of logs from what I'm getting ready to cut down now is going to go towards charcoal so that I can continue lighting this place up and making it safe. Because I can worry about the wall. The wall doesn't... Lighting it up and keeping it safe is probably more effective in the short term than a wall. So I need to worry about lighting first. This is why I don't like these big ones. You can't find the logs in them. Where are the logs in here? Okay. I think I might have gotten all the tall ones. So this one was a fresh one here. No. Now, there's probably a tree that grew up here. Okay, maybe growing the trees as the wall wasn't such a great idea. So I don't know which ones are trees and which ones are things that we made. Let's keep the things that we made down at 1 log level so we can tell them apart from actual trees that grew. So that we can tell what we need to chop to get the trees to drop their leaves. You know, I thought I was being real slick here doing the whole, like, I'm just going to let the trees become my wall. But yeah, maybe that's not such a... that wasn't such a great plan. It's almost time to sleep. Yeah, that's a really tall one here. Okay. Okay, I need to get up inside this tree and find all these little branches. One thing that's good is with the data pack that does the fast leaf decay, you find out real quick if there's still logs left. Like, because these leaves haven't dropped yet, I know there's still a log hidden in here. But like once I find it, you'll see a whole bunch of leaves just go pop. So that's definitely one advantage to using this data pack. And if you want to use it, it's on Vanilla Tweaks. So if you go to Vanilla Tweaks, it's kind of run by, or not, maybe not run by, but Exumavoid from Hermitcraft is a big contributor to that. So yeah, it's called Vanilla Tweaks, and this one is a data pack. So you kind of you have to add it to your world as a data pack. It's not a resource pack or anything. It's not a mod. It's applied as a data pack. You know what? Because that is, I do have to take down the natural logs for this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Where's my... Oh, look at that tree grew just while we were standing here. Wow, you're wandering a bit far away from the town center, aren't you, buddy? It's dangerous over here. This is like the Wild West out here. I guess technically it's the Wild East. Because we're east of the town center. Okay, it keeps, every time I switch it to logs, it's replacing my axe instead of replacing my junk block like a dirt. That's weird that it's doing that. So that's a little trick. I don't know if you guys know it. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do, but like I didn't know it until literally like maybe a year or two ago. Is that the middle click? So when you're in creative, if you point at a block and hit your middle click, it puts that block in your inventory. But if you're in survival, say I've got logs in my inventory, but they're not in my hotbar. If I look at a log and I middle click, if I have that block in my inventory, it puts it in the slot that I've got, right? So you'll see people who kind of can build kind of fast. Like if I want to switch to dirt, I'll just point this dirt and hit dirt, and now I can place dirt, and I go point at that log and middle click, and now I can place a log. So if you see people switching between blocks really fast like that, that's how they're doing it. And now for me personally, my middle click is on a wheel, mouse wheel. So middle clicking is kind of not difficult, but like it's difficult for me to middle click without turning the wheel. So I actually have a little thumb button on my mouse that I mapped that button to be another middle click. So I actually have a button on my thumb that I can press to do that block switching thing. It's really convenient. It really changed. It really was a pretty dramatic change to the way I played. You know, being able to just point at blocks, because I'd always have to stop and move them around my inventory, move them into position, and all of that. And that kind of helped. This kind of helped do away with all of that. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking this whole planting the saplings wasn't such a great idea. I can't tell what is harvested and what isn't. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. Okay, how many do we have? We got over 2 stacks. So let me finish chopping these few down here. And we're going to run back and we're going to start cooking up some charcoal. Let me get these saplings and stuff. And then we'll go plant more sapling. Hey man, why are you wandering so far over? You're going to end up getting trapped out here. You need to get back home. Yeah, the village itself, even though like all the buildings come out here, the village... Oh, there is I thought so. I thought so. See, I thought this village had a stonecutter. I was right. I just didn't look in the right building. So even though the buildings go all the way out there, the village is technically centered around like usually the bell or whatever. And it's really only a certain distance. So even though you have houses out there, like the villagers probably won't go find those houses because they're kind of far away. Okay, let's go ahead and cook up an entire stack of logs. There we go. Oh, he became a mason off of my stonecutter. I'm gonna do another stack of logs. I need a lot of charcoal so I can really light this area up. These guys are growing really slow for bamboo. That's weird. Okay. Okay, now let's get some of these saplings planted. Let's see. How's our carrots doing? Yep. So where do we want the wall over here? We want it probably past this road. Yeah, we'll take it down a little bit past this road. We'll take it to here, and we'll see. Maybe we can use this little bit of an island, or maybe even make that into a little bay. Maybe we'll use that little bit of an island as like a little out guard post at the corner of the wall. So we'll kind of start the wall here. So now this one, I'm just going to let them grow till they're all grown, and then harvest them all at once. Like it's just a tree farm. I'm not going to try doing the wall thing with these saplings anymore. Let's see, where do we want the wall to actually go? Let's come over a little bit. Maybe we'll do something like this, and then we'll kind of like maybe cut in a bit here. Put something on that corner. It's nice to have these little corners and stuff. That's where you would put like little like towers and things. And then I suppose then we can start going this way. Yeah, we can do something interesting with that little bit in there. Because every part of our base also doesn't have to be within the walls. You know, like if you think about an actual medieval town or whatever, whatever, a burg, I don't know what you would call it. Place where they would have a castle. The castle definitely doesn't house the entire like town or city or village or whatever. The castle is like the seat of power, right? The leaders, the military, and all of that. Other things that need more protection are within the castle walls. And then, farmers, peasants, things like that, a lot of those will live or at least work outside the castle walls. So you can definitely have buildings and stuff outside. In other words, some of the base can be outside the wall. It's not that big a deal. That's kind of the point I was getting at with all that rambling. Okay. Oh, I still had 7 more saplings. Let me put those out. And we'll go see if there's any more over there to harvest. And then hopefully by then, some of these charcoals will be ready to start turning into torches. We can start lighting this place up a bit. How do I want to... So now as far as this terrain, I think once I get it inside the walls, I'm going to start making it relatively flat. Like, I don't want the inside of this place to be like all hilly and weird. It's not realistic, right? Think about you go through a castle wall and it's just like flat. You got like whatever buildings next to you, market tents or whatever. You don't go inside a city wall and then it's like a bunch of hills. So eventually this area is going to get flattened out. And probably like after that flattening is where we start upgrading the wall from posts to a proper wall. All right. Keep this bamboo going. Keep planting more of it so we can get a ton of it. I'm going to make some scaffolds and stuff. Perfect. Okay. All right. How's our charcoal doing? Oh, it's doing fantastic. We're getting tons of it. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's do some lighting up first, then. Before we go back to cutting those trees down, we'll give those trees a few more minutes to grow, and we'll do some lightening up. And I am going to turn on my light levels thing here. Don't hate me. Like I said, I am lightly modded here. This is one of the mods that makes my life easier. Just knowing where lights need to be. So, we definitely want to come up on Spawn Hill over here. Because if I do have an untimely fate while I'm in a cave or out exploring, I don't want to show up surrounded by mobs. So this area, you know what, we're going to need this stuff eventually too. I should start harvesting it. Oh, these look a little different from that plant. I thought that mod just did, so it's this one right here. It's this here. It's called Crops 3D2 or whatever. But it does stuff like, the stuff that you plant looks cuter. I didn't realize it did these sugar canes too. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yep, this is some of the boring, tedious stuff that just has to be done. But that's what this series is going to be. This series is literally just me playing Minecraft for like 3 hours. So you get the exciting and you get the boring. But I assume, again, I'm kind of new to the long play thing, so I assume that's what long plays are like that other people do, right? Because definitely not going to record, 6 hours and then try to edit it down to 3 hours. That would be insane. So I assume most people just start recording and just play. So if you like what I'm doing, absolutely let me know. If you don't like something that I'm doing, let me know that too. Because again, I'm doing this. Well, I'm doing this for me, but I'm also doing this for you. And I definitely want to make something that people are going to enjoy. So if there's any aspect of the way I'm playing, that doesn't really float your boat, then let me know. I'm assuming if there is anything about my playing that you're not really enjoying, you're probably not still here an hour into it. But you never know. But yeah, absolutely. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Okay, I don't need to light up everything. So let me get back inside where the walls are going to be. Okay, let's see. Yep, here's a big spot in here. All this tall grass is going to go eventually. Yeah, all of this is going to get way more flattened out. So we can have like little streets and buildings and all kinds of cool stuff. All kinds of cool stuff. So I'm a big fan of medieval stuff, medieval things. medieval towns, villages. I grew up with Dungeons and Dragons, so I've always been kind of like, even since I was a little kid in grade school, I was all about the knights with the swords and the horses and all of that. So I've always been into like the medieval thing. So I've never in Minecraft made like a medieval town. Right? I'm not the world's like greatest builder. And I often, whenever I would play, I didn't concentrate so much on the building itself. I would often concentrate more on the survival aspects of the game and not necessarily the building. Not to say I like can't build, but one thing I've always wanted to do is make like a medieval village, like a proper village. Like if you're aware of my second channel, hint hint, I have a second channel where I play some other games. If you don't know, it's called Ep.2. It's really original. If you go to my YouTube page, it's linked right there. It's like the first thing. Anyhow, on that channel, I'm playing a medieval city building game called Foundation, which I've really been enjoying quite a lot. But that is definitely scratching that medieval village itch. That is for sure. But like I said, like as I was saying, I've never done anything like that in Minecraft before, and I've always wanted to. Oh, that bee was really loud when he flew by me. I've always wanted to, and but it always seems like a very daunting task, right? Because you got to think like you're not just building a couple houses; you're building tons of houses, right? Tons of buildings. But yeah, I figured, that's kind of what this series is for. It's for me to just sit and play Minecraft for hours. So this might be cool. I mean, inspired off of our spawn right here next to a village, right? Like I didn't come into this series with any preconceived ideas. But just kind of being inspired off of this starting area with the village. I kind of feel like this might be a cool time to start doing a bit of that medieval village type thing. Oh, I'm almost out. I need food. Holy, like I've been running around this whole time, and now I can't run anymore. And I am out of food. I've eaten all my food. That's not cool. Okay, let's turn that off. We might be done for the lighting. I'll have to double check, but I feel like we're pretty well lit up within the area that will be the walls eventually. Do we have anything? We got apples. That's so bad. Do we have any like proper food? No, we don't. Yeah, I've had to just like kill pigs and stuff and eat them. And there's probably not a whole lot nearby anymore. Let's see what our carrots are doing, if we can grow this farm a little bit, and then I need to go probably find some food. Yeah, see, don't they look cute? Don't they look cute? I think they're adorable. I think, is this one full? Yeah. That one. Is that one? Yeah. That one. Okay, I think all those other ones are not quite full yet. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to put that one out of the sink. There we go. Maybe I should be planting wheat with them just to make them grow faster until I have a full farm. I'm not gonna nickel and dime it like that, or metagame it, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, I do have a lot of villagers. They were just kind of hiding. Wow, I do have a lot of villagers. Wow, guys, tons of friends. All right, let's go hunt down some food here. Hay bales. As I say, I don't think I want to deal with dragon like cows over here or anything. I think for food, I think we're just gonna have to go straight to the trading up the villagers and kind of skip the animal farming. So let's just go. I was gonna say let me grab a compass, but I have my map. I have this map thing to show me back home. So I'm gonna kind of come down in here into this forest here and just see what kind of animals we can find. I'll probably, if there's nearby cows, I will not or sheep, I will not harvest them right away because I want to eventually, of course, breed cows and sheep because they're useful for things other than meat. But if I see any pigs, definitely I'm going to take them out. And then if I start finding cows or sheep that are not quite so close to home, I'll be happy to harvest them for food as well. Let's see. What was that? I thought I saw something over here. Well, that was a bee. There's a couple cows. They're still really close to home, though. I could get these chickens, although that's not the greatest food in the world. I'm going to leave this patch of cows. This might be the patch of cows that we end up... There's a cat way out here. That's impressive, buddy. How far away from home are you? I'm impressed, man. He's been wandering for a while. There's another one. Weird. There's not another village over here. I just looked at the map. There's not a village right here. That's crazy that those cats came this far. Okay, is it almost time to sleep? There we go. You guys are further out. Oops. Oh, because I have my shovel. Okay, let's keep going away from home. Whoa. Whoa. That is some dangerous terrain out here. Okay, there's a pig. Oh, that's a dog. Well, I'll get the pig. See, that dog is probably... These wolves are probably keeping it relatively sheep free, which is... Might be hard eventually finding sheep when we need them. But that's a problem for future Oda. Present Oda just needs food to survive. Until we can get our... Oh, speaking of which, I was sitting there, I was like, I'm hungry, I need to eat. Silly me, silly me. Okay, this might be enough for the time being. We got 11 and 9 and some chickens. Yeah, that's enough for... Oh, I hear another moo cow over here. Okay. One more. Holy cow. Man. That goes straight down to wow. Straight down to wow. It sure does. I really got to be careful walking around out here. This is just one wrong move. And I'm dropping like 40 blocks at least. Oh, there's some sheep over here. Where are we? Okay, so that's good to know. There's some sheep over here. And there shouldn't be any wolves near here. Good. I'm going to take some of these firefly bushes. Well, great. Those will be our sheep for later. Yeah, so I haven't had the shaders on this whole time. Again, I'm just not used to playing with them, and I think it might have been affecting like frame rate and stuff. So I think I'm pretty much just going to keep them off for now. Maybe it might be something where we just turn them on now and then if we want to like look at a build or something cool, you know. But for the most part, I think we'll kind of keep the shaders off. Okay, let's get... Yeah, we don't have to be too stingy with the coal. We got a lot now. Let's hope we get those chickens in there once this one finishes. Okay, cool. There we go. I did put the resource pack on there that makes eating quieter, so you don't have to hear that loud chomping every time I eat. I probably need to replace this shield that I have on me, but if I do any adventuring, I'll be sure to do that. Because right now we're kind of just right here out of harm's way. Okay, where's our spider string? Here we go. We want to make some scaffolding. It's always good to have some of that. There we go. Okay, let's see. I kind of want to tend this food because I know that like on this one there was only one extra, so whenever it's done I want to, well, I think this one was too. I can probably sneak the raw chickens into this one. My storage area is their town center. That's fun. Okay, so I'm just gonna boom boom, and then hopefully the remaining heat from that last piece of fuel is enough to cook those 4 chickens. Okay. Plenty of food. Okay, so let's go ahead and start harvesting some more of these oak trees. And how's our carrots doing? We need to find potatoes. 2 ways to find potatoes. Look for sunken ships, or look for zombies. We've already done a bit of sailing for the ships, so, and they're not necessarily the easiest things to find. Okay. Well, I'm pretty much tearing up this entire wall because of the way these trees are growing. So, yeah, maybe the sapling wall wasn't such a great idea. At least not mixed in with those logs. So let me do this. I also did put that one resource pack on that makes the fluffier leaves, and boy, that sure does make them harder to see when you're trying to cut them down, doesn't it? Or harder to see through. Okay, so those guys are all done, so let's get some logs here. See, this was one thing I was thinking that the scaffolds would help with. Kind of help you get up in these things without having to like chop your way back down through logs to get back down. wood pieces in these trees. There's one. Okay, that one. That was the one that was holding everything back. Alright, it looks like it's almost time to sleep again. Alright, let's start. Whoa, turn that around. Huh. Yeah, usually, okay, so if you point that and click, I'm surprised it's replacing the axe and not like, well, I guess it is going to be the block that you're on. Yeah, but usually yeah, okay. Guess that is the way it works. I guess usually it's like I'm switching between different blocks, not necessarily a tool and a block. Okay. So right now we're just kind of doing the single block just to kind of get the idea of the shape, and then we'll go ahead and make them taller and safer once the outline is in place. Okay, so what's going on over here? So again, do I want all of this to be just like completely straight wall? Why don't I bring it out a little bit just for fun? I know it's going to be more material, but just to break it up so it's not just a completely straight wall. Okay, and then we'll cut it over. I keep getting them sideways. Okay, so what's going on over here? So this is going to be inside the wall. So the wall's kind of coming this way, and then we're probably going to cut in. Maybe around here. Yeah, so we'll say maybe here. And again, this terrain will probably be flattened out later before these become like full-on walls. But for now, I thought I saw a wandering trader out of the corner of my eye. I was gonna try to get those leads. Oh, that's it. I'm out of logs for now. Okay, great. Well, heck, a lot of the outline of the wall is in place. Okay, let's see how our carrots are doing. Get them harvested and replanted. Once I feel like I can get like a... Okay, those are definitely still not mature yet. Okay. Once I feel like I have enough to get some decent trades, then we'll look at starting a farmer. But for right now, I'm going to just concentrate on getting more carrots. There we go. More saplings. I need to plant those. Okay, let's see. Big wall of trees. It's pretty wild. Okay, so now I think as far as these trees, I'm just going to have to plant them where they can just be harvested. So this is just going to be for harvesting. Like, this isn't the wall, this is just farming trees. All right, awesome. Okay. Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's going on? Dude. Good job, buddy. You're hurting a little bit. Okay, there you go. Huh. So 2 pillagers just came and started attacking. I hope they're not like getting in my village. I didn't really think about that. If those guys, oh yeah. I don't know what the, oh look, there's sheep right here. In our, oh wow, cool. I didn't really think about like where can pillagers spawn? What's their spawning rules like? I don't even know. But the last thing I need is for like pillagers to spawn inside this little area and start killing my villagers. Will they attack the villagers? I assume they do. Maybe they don't. Maybe that's just whenever there's a raid triggered. That's a good question. I don't actually know the answer to that. Alright, let's go see if we can start cutting down some more of these trees and get moving more on this wall. Let me just double check some of the light around here. I feel like things are getting pretty well lit up inside of what will be our wall. Yeah, feeling pretty good about that. All right, looks like most of these are probably grown, so we can probably just start harvesting all of these oak trees. That will definitely get us to finish our outline, and then we can start actually building up this wall into something that's a little bit taller. I'm just going to knock those saplings out. Oh, I can turn off the light thing. Okay. Okay, every once in a while I need to pause and backtrack to pick up drops. Pick up some chops. And backtrack and put a little bit of a wall here. And for now, we'll do this right there. Not sure why I need to do that part, but That'll probably change at some point. So this is where I'm turning. So let me just chop down a few more so that I can place a couple of single logs without them interfering with the leaves. Okay. Hello, sheep. So this is the corner there. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay, great. All right, let's get back to cutting these trees down here. Well, this is good. I think we're definitely going to have this wall completely done before the end of this episode, which is good. And then we can look at, and then once that wall is done, we can kind of reevaluate and see, like, you know, start considering planning things like, you know, my home or whatever, you know, maybe start thinking about, obviously not building them yet, but thinking about what kind of buildings I can put in this thing. These nice little sleeping breaks are reminding me to take a drink. About every 10 minutes I get a sip. Got more logs in here. There's something still. Oh, there we go. Oh. Several. Yeah, those little fluffy leaves are also making it hard to find these logs. There we go. Yeah, these large oak trees definitely do make it a little bit more difficult to harvest these trees. That's why when most people make a proper tree farm, they put blocks up in the air about 7 blocks above the saplings. That keeps the trees from getting really tall and keeps them short. So you don't have to deal with harvesting those tall ones all the time. There's another big one. Let me backtrack a little bit and see what... Oh, hello. That sheep keeps wandering in and out of where this wall is going to be. Keeps going back and forth. Oh, no, I'm turning here. Okay. Oh. There we go. Oof. Gotta be a little more careful breaking those. finding all the logs in these things is really starting to become difficult. Hold on a second. You know what? Let me just let me turn off the fluffy leaves just for now. So maybe I can like see where these logs are a little bit easier. Yeah, I can. Which side of this wall do you want to be on, little man? Go that way. Oops. Yeah, that makes them a little bit easier to spot. Yeah, okay. I'll have to remember to turn that back on later just because it does look nicer. But there we go. Look at that. There we go. It's not detecting these, is it? No. Is. There's still one over there somewhere. There, that was it. Okay, I think the next several trees aren't tall ones. Okay, I think that was the last, like, super tall one. Good. Getting those tall trees is really getting old. How's this axe doing? Alright, it's a little less than half. But we did get all those extra diamonds, so I can always replace this. That's another thing I need to start thinking about is enchanting. We have the enchanting table. Of course, we'll need to farm cows to get the books. Yeah. Yep, we'll need to do that as well. Definitely need to do that as well. Maybe that'll be like a next episode type of thing. I think tonight I want to concentrate on just getting this little home area started. And of course, with the cow farm would come a wheat farm, so I am going to have to farm wheat sooner rather than later. So I probably could have planted wheat over with those carrots, and they'd be probably growing a little bit quicker. But that's okay. They're growing plenty fast enough, I think. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit and get all these drops. This is gonna be a lot of oak. This is a big wall. This is gonna be a whole lot of material. But that's okay. It's Minecraft. There's always more where the first ones came from. Let's see. So I was telling a friend of mine a while back was saying, like, I I don't really know how to build big. I said, well, building big, it's just like building small. It's just more of it. Right? So building a big wall is like building a small wall. It's just takes more materials, just longer, you know, that's it. Just more of it. Hello, little me. Okay, I think that. There we go. Okay, well, we just about have the footprint done as far as the outline of this wall is concerned. I'm getting a lot of them sideways. There we go. Excellent. Oh. There we go. Okay, and there's still... Oh, yeah. Okay, good. We're going to get the outline done. There we go. We're going to get this outline done. Oh, my Lord. Okay. When I start going quicker, my aim gets worse. Then I start clicking on all the wrong things. Okay, I got several stacks, so I can start building up this wall now because I think we have the outline pretty much done. But I think first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go stretch my legs for a few minutes, and I will be right back. Okay, and I am back. Let's see. What was I doing before I took my break? Let's see. Okay, we had just finished up the single part of the single layer of the wall. Okay, I can start with the next layers now. All right, let me put some of this away. Well, we got tons of saplings. That's really good. We'll hold on to those. All right, so let's start building up this wall a bit. So I'm kind of thinking the whole thing is just going to be like every log is basically going to be either 2 or 3 tall. Basically just to keep things out and keep things in. Let's see. This is weird. It's kind of hard to be random. Like, doing random is a hard thing to do, right? Especially if your random is like 2. So maybe maybe I'll just make it 3 tall, and that's it. Just make the whole thing 3 tall for now. Yeah, because I think just random sizes between 1 and 2, number one, it's going to be hard to be random. But then also, it might just kind of look funny. Okay, I'm also going to have to pay attention to where the ground gets taller. Okay, whoop. Did we do that? Yeah, that's definitely looking like a solid wall of oak. That's exactly what it's looking like. I might have to do something more creative with it. But right now, we're just getting it started. Boy, this horse is really looking for a way around, isn't he? I got, oh good. Well, right now there's 2 sheep within the wall. So that's good. I can keep this one in. Then wrangling them won't be too difficult. Oh, stay inside. No, stay inside, buddy. Come on. Follow me, follow me. He's gonna hop over the wall that way. Let's see if we can get him to stay inside the wall here. Oh, I just ran out. Okay. Let's just double check the lighting over here. Lighting looks good. Because sometimes whenever you put up a wall like this, something that was lit will now not be lit because the torch will be on the other side, for example. Like this is really dark, but it's... Okay, there we go. Perfect. Alright, let's see if this row of trees over here is about ready to be cut down. But before that, we'll give that another minute and we'll check on these carrots. Let's see, I'm just looking for the ones that are fully grown. Okay, I think that's all of them. Oh wow, that was a lot. That was over a stack. Okay, look, we actually have 3 left over, so this is good. So we got 2 full fields of carrots here. And I'm thinking once these grow up, we're going to have a ton of them to trade. So we'll just let these grow, and then we'll harvest that all once they're all mostly grown. And then we'll look at getting our farmer started. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. We do, of course, again, need to at some point go on the hunt for potatoes. But that could be in a different... Maybe that'll be next episode, too. Next episode can be the hunt for... Next episode can be like cow farming and getting the enchantments going, and then also looking for potatoes, whether it's, again, we... Going, oh, you know what? There was a zombie spawner. We found a zombie spawner, didn't we? Yeah, that was this world. We found a zombie spawner below spawn. Like, almost directly below spawn. I think I got the coordinates. So we can go down there and, we can make a zombie farm down there. And at least, we can get some XP off of it for some early enchanting. But then we can also, perhaps, get a potato from a zombie. That's awesome. I forgot about that. That's really good. Yeah. So okay, so we should be able to get our potato pretty easily from that. So that'll be good. I could run down there and do that now, honestly. You know what? Let me do that. Once I finish harvesting this row of trees, I will plant some saplings. Get the next batch growing, and while they're growing, we'll go down below and take a look at that zombie spawner, and maybe start doing something to start setting it up a little bit, and then let's see if we can get a potato off of one of the zombies. That'll be something that might break up the monotony of tree farming a little bit. Boy, yeah, there were a couple big ones right next to each other here, weren't there? Holy cow. Okay. It's getting hard to see where all of them are. Oh, jeez. It's a horse face. Wow, this was a lot of trees. You backtrack a little bit. Yeah, you can see there's still some logs up there I need to find to get rid of those big batches of leaves. Oh yeah, this axe is hurting. It's almost down into the red already. We're cutting a lot of trees. Wow, this was a lot of trees. I feel like I should have finished this line of trees by now. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's time to sleep. It is definitely time to sleep. Okay. Okay, how many more trees? Okay, we're almost done with the trees. We'll be done with the trees in just a couple of minutes. And then we'll go down there and take a look at that zombie spawner. See if we can't get us a potato. Okay, we're just gonna need to find these few tall logs that are clogging up these trees. Let's see. Use some up here. Oop. There's got to be another one over here somewhere. Okay, that's not all of them. There's still another one somewhere. Here. Oh, it's still latching onto these even though they're not natural logs. Oh boy. Okay. Who would have thought just making a simple row of logs for a wall would be difficult? There we go. It's just these trees were just planted too close, I guess. See, I could have sworn that like leaves like that, they only stick around if they see a naturally spawned log near them. I didn't think they would stick to these logs, but apparently that is different than my understanding. That's okay. That's okay. As long as I know what to expect. Okay, let's see. Where is the log up here? Probably right there. Oh, there's two of them up here. Okay, that was that one. So let's see if we can find the one that's in here. If it's just one. Okay. Where is it? It's probably down deep inside here. Okay. Is that it? Alright, that was it. Okay, that's enough tree cutting for the moment. I will have to plant these saplings really quick here just so that they can start growing. And we're going to keep them a little bit away from that wall. Well, that's not much further away from it. Let's move it over a few more. Here we go. There we go. That's more than enough for now. So let's go ahead and get some of this stuff out of our inventory. And let's go find that zombie spawner. Let's do that. Let's see. So the first thing is it's going to be... Well, I should grab my shield because we might hit some... caves. We might hit some open caves that aren't lit up. We might get some mobs. So let's get a fresh shield. And I want to go down there with we got a good pickaxe. You know what, let me make a new diamond axe just because this one's almost dead now. There we go. New diamond axe. Alright, so we got a pickaxe so we can dig down there. We got some scaffolding. We're gonna need to be able to get back up, so let's make a ladder down. Let's see. It's gotta be more than that. So I thought, let's see, did we... Let's see, nope. Nope, okay. I need to set up my keybinds to show these. Thought it was like somewhere over here and then like straight down. So let's see if we go oops. Let's see. Waypoints. So this is the waypoint, but I want to see it. There's a... Okay, I'm going to have to set up my keybinds real quick here. So controls, let's see, keybinds. So for the map... Okay, so I like to bind these to... Let's see, toggle... Okay, there's the on-map waypoints. I like to put that toggle to this key. And then switch waypoint, quick waypoint set, open waypoint. On-map waypoints. In world waypoints. There we go. I think that's right. Yeah, so now if I hit this one, oh, yep, there it is. Oh, look at that. We were almost exactly on top of it. Check that out. Okay, and then I can turn that on and off, and then if I... So you can see the Z on my mini map right next to my arrow. It's technically, yeah, just over here a little bit. It's like almost directly under this house. Okay, so let's see. So it's 76 down, so we're going to need about 76 ladders. Okay, great. So let's get a few more ladders. And then we can just start digging down. And then eventually we can make a more proper way up and down. But I mean, a ladder's going to work just fine. Okay. That should be enough. Actually, that's 78, right? How deep did I say it was? 75. Okay, so let's get off of it a little bit, because if we do set this up, we will want it to be... Oops, let's see. We don't want to go down right on top of it. We want to kind of be next to it so we can make an entrance or make a way to it. Okay, so let's kind of do... Let's see, I'm trying to get kind of lined up with it. I'm looking at the mini map in the corner. Okay, so it's more like about there. Okay. If I back up a little bit. So we'll do an entrance here. How's that sound? That's perfect. Okay. So now I am going to have to put something over this to protect it from any villagers hopping down in there by accident. Or on purpose. So let's put some couple of trapdoors on there. Should be good enough. There we go. And we will do that right there. Okay. And I'm not going to worry about doing the water elevator thing yet. So I'm just going to put the ladder on this side as I go down, and torches on that side. And yeah, we'll just go all the way down as deep as we need to go. What did I just... Was that like the first diorite or granite that I picked up? Can't be. It could be. So I gotta go pretty deep. I have to go almost the entire inventory of ladders that I brought deep. Need a sip of water. Okay, let's get back to digging this hole. Yeah, again, I'm sorry this isn't a terribly exciting episode, but I guess I need to stop apologizing, because if you didn't like it, you wouldn't be here anymore, and you wouldn't be here to listen to me apologizing. I guess that's just the nature of this style of play. I'm just so not used to. I'm used to doing the more episodic thing where you're trying to cut it down into a smaller time period and make it a little bit more exciting. That I keep feeling the need to apologize that this is maybe a little bit boring. But again, this is long play, right? Gotta get through the boring stuff to do the fun stuff. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it is time to sleep. It is dark up there. So I'm doing it too wide for a reason. 2 reasons. Number one, it's easier to dig straight down if you're standing in between 2 blocks, because no matter which one you hit, whichever one you break, you're not going to fall. And you can kind of see if you open up into like a gap or something before it's too late. So that's the main reason to go 2 blocks like the way I'm doing. But then also, once I am ready to do like a water elevator here or something, it's already set up for it. It'll be a lot easier to construct that. Okay, how deep? Oh, we're not even into the deep slate yet. We still got a ways to go. Well, no, okay. Not terribly deep. So where is our... There we go. Okay, what's the actual, let's see, waypoints. Edit? Okay, it's at -10. Okay. Oh, so we only got about 20 more down to go. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Really? So this zombie spawner is only at -10. That's really... I mean, I don't know why I should be so shocked, but I just feel like when we were down there in the caves when we found it, I figured we were deeper than that. But that's really cool that it's only at -10. It's like I keep getting caught on that ladder. Okay, so this is the level where the spawner is. And straight ahead that way. So I put the ladder on this side so that when we came up, we could just go. We're already facing the village, but that also means I have to dig around this ladder to get to the where we're going. It looks like the villagers are doing fine with staying away from this thing and not trying to climb down these ladders or anything. But I am still going to go close these trapdoors. I forgot to do that when we started. And here's a little tip for ladders. Apparently this is not common knowledge. If you hold shift when you're on a... Well, I have to let go of shift so I can click the trapdoors. But if you hold shift when you're on a ladder or a vine or anything, it stops you from moving. Right? So you let go of shift, press shift. Shift being crouch or sneak. And you can even hold shift, like if I hold shift and spacebar, I go up, but then if I let go of the spacebar while I'm still holding shift, I stop. So apparently that is not common knowledge. There are people who have been playing for a long time that don't realize that. So, little tip. If you didn't realize that, there you go. That way you could also kind of stop on a ladder to like sit here and like place a block or mine a block or build more ladders or whatever. It's a really useful thing to know. Okay. Oh wow. That's right. It's a diamond pickaxe, but it is unenchanted, so it is still slow in deep slate. Awfully close to it. Wonder what angle I'm coming to it from, because I haven't seen any caves yet. Ah, here it is. Okay. Bloop. Okay, yeah, so this is the cave where we came in when we found it. That's right, we did leave a few things down here. Oh! See, I thought we found a potato. Look at that. There's our potato. And our melon seeds. Oh my gosh, I forgot all of this. I forgot this was down here. Okay, well, and there's some more bone meal. And some pumpkin seeds. Well, I'll tell you what, we got our potato. All right, well that was a fun excursion. We got what we came here for, which was potatoes. Awesome. But we will come down and make this into an XP grinder at some point in time. But let's go ahead and yeah, see, it gave us some bones to go with it. So let's go plant these potatoes and get them started. And Yeah, we can look at starting up a farmer villager here. We've got probably about another hour. So that's plenty of time to get a farmer going. Oh yeah. Now I'm not sure how quickly these crops are going to grow, but it would be nice if we could even get a golden carrot before the end of the night. What was that? I thought I heard some weird noise, but it might have been either my imagination or maybe the start of this rain or something. I just thought I heard a strange sound. Okay, let's get dump the inventory here. Are there more bones? No. Okay. All right, I got just a ton of stuff. This is insane. This is too much stuff. Okay. Can't believe I already filled up a second chest already. Well, some of this stuff will probably stack, so nothing's sorted. Everything is just kind of a mess right now. But that is all good. We will definitely make ourselves some better storage soon enough. Soon enough. Let's go ahead and get some slabs so we can get ourselves a one of these. There we go. Great. And none of that will stack either. Okay, fair enough. You know, hold on a second. I'm going to turn on these. Let's see. Is it this one? I'm going to turn these shaders on real quick here and see if. Oh, it does look pretty cool with the rain, doesn't it? It's kind of a little gray, but not dark. Oh, that's really nice. Let's keep them on for a little bit. We'll play for a little bit with the shaders on. Let's see. What was I just getting ready to do? Farmers. We're gonna start a farmer. That's what we're gonna do. So let's put the farmer in this house. Boop. Anyone? Anyone? You know what? Why don't we not hide it? Why don't we put it here where people can see it? Okay, they're not paying attention. It's kind of it's meeting time, right? So they do this meeting time a little bit before bedtime, and then they just kind of ignore everything else while they're doing their meeting. Fair enough. Okay, well, while they're having their little meeting, and then we'll have to sleep, and then we'll get the farmer. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and I'm not going to do all these bones. I'm going to do all the bones. I'm going to do all the bones. I'm not going to have any bones left. Now, I do a potato field next to this and have it be like a carrot field and a potato field? I believe so. I just got some deep slate. Oh, I can turn that thingy off. Bloop, there we go. Do I have enough deep slate to make another big wall like that? That was, I believe, less than a stack. It was 7 less than a stack, and there's one whole side that's not going to have to be done. Yeah, let's see if we can squeeze it out with this many, or if we need a few extras. That was deep slate brick wall. Excellent. Let's get our water buckets and our hoe, which will probably not make it. It's more than half, so it will not make it. So we'll need a second hoe as well. Got the iron. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? I'm looking for sticks. I use them all to make ladders. Okay, fair enough. Let's do this here. And a hoe. And we'll put these away here. Okay. Alright. I also am getting extremely low on torches. So let's get some more torches going here. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Okay. We're kind of getting a sunset in the rain. This is kind of cool. This looks really neat. I like the logo. So I like the shaders. I like the glow of the lights and everything. I don't like what it does to frame rates. And like poor CPU over there blowing its fans. But yeah, but then sometimes, like I said, the bright brights and the dark darks get on my nerves a little bit. But I do like the way they really do make things look pretty. Alright, so that rain should let up now since we just slept. And we'll clear out all of these guys here. Do we have enough space for this potato farm, or are we going to have to build another block or two of dirt? Well, let's find out. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then water, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the wall. We need a few dirts. I think that's where the wall is going to be. Right? So that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, water, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then wall. Yep, that's where it was. Okay. Oh, we should have the, oh, did I miss it? Yeah, when it stops raining, you get the rainbow, I think, with this shader pack. We missed the rainbow. We have 6 left. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I could not have planned that. I couldn't have planned that. That's insane. That was a really good, lucky guess right there, or not even a guess. It just happened to be that like partial stack of deep slate that we had. That's pretty wild. Okay, I know we had more gates. Let me go ahead and grab one of those gates. Okay, all these flowers can go away. Where's those gates? Here's one of the gates. Excellent. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, water. This one's the middle. Okay. You wanted in there, didn't you? You nosy little guy. Alright, let me go and get these. Oh, did I bring dirt? Oh, I do have dirt on me. Excellent. Okay. I already have dirt on me. So I really don't like walls riding up to the edge of the dirt, so I will put some extras over here, and then a few extras to make it look a tiny bit natural, so it doesn't look like I built it. Perfect. Excellent. Boom. I can't believe I do have one left over. It wasn't exact. Oh, man. I'm not as cool as I thought I was. Okay, is this the... Okay, this is the torch line here. Is this the torch line here? And that's the torches here. Okay. Excellent. I only brought 1 bucket of water. Silly me. Let's get that other bucket of water and get this potato planted. This 1 potato. See, I could have. Man, I'm glad. I could have sworn we saw potatoes in the first episode, but I was like, well, maybe I'm thinking of a different game. Again, I'm playing 3 different worlds right now. But that's awesome. That is super awesome that was sitting in that chest. That's so cool. All right. Oh, I'm going to need 2 of my leaf blocks as well. Oh, speaking of which. Yeah, we'll turn that on. Well, you know, we'll turn the resource pack on after we're done harvesting trees. We're going to have to harvest trees again at some point. It's funny, I got all these extras and I have to turn them off and on. The shaders, the leaf pack. I know none of you guys, well, one person did mention something about the shaders. I was asking you guys last episode if you like the shaders or dislike the shaders. One person, I apologize, I don't recall the name of the person. Both sides no need to call them out. But one person did say that they prefer it without the... How did that take... Oh, because I started with a new hoe. Well, that just makes a whole lot of sense. Let's combine them. There we go. I was like, how'd that hoe not break? Because I started with the fresh one. Yeah, one person actually did express that they didn't really care for the shaders. So I do appreciate that opinion very much. I definitely wanted to know what you guys thought about them. which is again why I'm limiting it. I'm not going to use them the entire episode, but I do want to pop them on now and then because it is. Oh, I forgot my leaves. Because like I said, it is pretty. I do like the look of them. They make things like the grass look neat and the lights glow and all that jazz. Leaf blocks. Okay, stay focused. Stay focused. I need 2 leaf blocks. There we go. All right. And boom. So let's get this 1 potato. Where's the potato going to go? Right smack in the middle. Boom. There you are. There's our potato farm. Now let's make it a real potato farm. We're not going to get a ton of them. I only have so much bone meal. But we should get a few. See, the potatoes look kind of cute too. See, they look kind of... It's like a little potato, and then you got like a couple little potatoes. Is that it? I'm out of bone meal. Okay. Well, that's as many potatoes as we're going to have growing at the moment. Again, now that I have 2 crops, I could kind of interleave them so that they would grow faster. But I'm fine with them not growing faster. I'm cool with that. I do like how the hydrated farmland has that watery sheen to it with the shader. That's pretty wild. That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay. Let's look at harvesting these carrots and seeing if we can start a trade on the villager. I feel like I should just harvest the whole field, but I do kind of just want to get the mature ones, but this might be more time than it's worth. Trying to quickly identify which ones are mature and which ones aren't might end up making this take just too long. Nah, it's fine. Let's see. I'll try to remember, if you like the way this little resource pack looks for these planted plants, again, I try to keep all my textures vanilla because I like knowing what the actual blocks look like. But these little plants just look too darn cute. And you're not building with plants, so I'm not worried about it like ruining a texture of a build or anything. So I think they're really cute. And if you like this, I'll try to remember to throw a link to it in the description. If I forget, just ask me if you want to know. I'll throw a link down there. Because like I said, I showed you kind of in here, you can see... This is like what the file is called when you download it, but that doesn't exactly tell you how to search for it. So, but I'll get a link to it. I'll try to remember to do that. Again, if I forget, if it's not in the description or in a comment from me, just let me know. All right, how many carrots is this? This is like 3.5 stacks. This is enough to get a couple of trays off of the guy. So even at 20 some. All right, so who wants to be the farmer? Well, they're kind of doing the town hall thing. Oh, look at that! I took an entire day doing that, and now it's town hall meeting time again. I'll tell you what, I'll put a farmer thing there. Someone gonna get it? Okay. Okay, I want to get you to be carrots and potatoes. So you know what? I'm just gonna put here where someone... Carrots and potatoes, boom, there you go. Nice. Did he level up already? And these pumpkins! Yes! Okay, that's perfect. So in the second level, the pumpkins aren't guaranteed. Later levels, the melons are. My ideal farmer for trading is carrots and potatoes, and then if he gets pumpkins on the second level, and then he'll have melons. So it's like all four of those trade goods. That is awesome. So glad. Let's see. Can we level him up a little bit? Or did he... I mean, he's going to sleep over here. Okay, he's not ready to trade. He's sleepy. Okay, so let's, you know what I'm going to do then? I'm going to put his workbench over here in his house, and then we'll know where to find him. There we go. And let's sleep. Okay. Now that he's awake, let's see if we can keep leveling him up a little bit. So we can buy some apples just to level him up. Well, let's see. How much does that move the bar? We're just leveling him up. There we go. Okay, not quite full. Okay. You know what? I need to get the golem out of this house. That guy's just gonna be in the way. You're just gonna be in the way, man. I need you out. Okay. Out. Go. Roam free. Go protect the village, not just this house. There's no zombies inside this house to fight. Go. 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 There we go. Now move. Move so I can repair your house. There you go. Sounded like a little bit of an attitude. Did you hear that? That little sounded all weird. Okay. There you go. There's your house. It's golem free. And I can even use that chest to put extra trade goods in. Perfect. It's like it was meant to be. Alright, so I got pumpkin seeds and melon seeds too. So let me get these planted as well, because we'll need those for trading too. Perfect. Oh, where'd I put my buckets? There's no buckets. So for this one... Oh, I had 3 buckets. Fair enough. So for the for the pumpkins and melons, so I want to do a big farm right off the bat, kind of like we did with these. I mean, I probably should. I mean, why not? Right? Like, this is basically our food source. Like, harvesting these and trading them, it's a source of emeralds, but it's going to end up being a source of emeralds to buy our food. So let's see. Maybe we'll put one of them up here, or maybe even both of them, depending on the size. Yeah, so we break it up a little bit. Let's break it up a little bit so it's not just like a giant, massive rectangle of farms. But I do have to do a little more. Over here might not be a bad spot for it. Oh, but you know what? When we start flattening things out, I don't want my entire farm to be raised way up. So I probably do need to do it on this level here. Okay, I think they're going to go here for now. So let's go ahead and clear out some of these trees. Okay, I think I'm going to turn off the shaders at this point, because it's going to be a little too dark and hard to see underneath these trees. There we go. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and put the melons and pumpkins over here. And we can always make these farms somewhere else later if we need to. Nothing's set in stone here. Nothing is set in stone. This is Minecraft, right? You can always tear it down and rebuild it. There's no harm in that. Okay, some of those are going away. Okay, I'm not going to take all these. I'm just trying to get these ones out of the way where the farm is going to be. So I'm just getting this little line of trees here. And then we'll get these farms going. Or at least get these seeds planted that I have. It just kind of dawns on me those seeds were down in those chests in the zombie thing as well. So I must have like just maybe I emptied them out of my inventory. I don't even remember what I did last episode, if any of those were loot from those chests or if I like had them on me and I just emptied. I don't remember. That was like a week ago for me. Let's see. It's cool though that they were all sitting right there. Potatoes, pumpkins, and melons. Okay. Okay, there's gotta be one still in this little clump. There's one. Is there a second one? No. Okay. This one right there. There it goes. Pow. Okay. Alright, let's get out of the way. Now the pumpkins and melons, I think each one is going to have to be a double farm like this because they grow, you know, like half of the squares are not even pumpkins, right? Half of the squares are for the stems and then half of the squares are for the actual fruit or vegetable or whatever they are. They are fruits, technically. Okay. I still have more deep slate. So let me go ahead and make more of these deep slate walls. Deep slate walls. Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking like we're gonna have one, which is like melons, like a whole double one, kind of like the same size as these for melons, and then a whole nother one for pumpkins, or vice versa, and which looks like they're probably not going to be right up next to it. So I don't know where I'm going to put the other one. We'll see. We'll have to take a look. You know, there's a quicker way to do this. I don't know why I'm punching that much grass. But I got buckets of water on me. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, water. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then wall. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just kind of the center. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's because it's yeah. So this is 8 between the waters, so this one torch is off-centered. That's okay. There we go. All right, and then we're going to need to grab that other gate because I think there was 3 of them. So let's grab that other gate here. Now this one's not as crucial because they're not going to try to harvest the pumpkins, but I also don't want them getting up inside there and like jumping up and down and breaking the stems. So even though they can't harvest these pumpkins and melons, I still want to keep the villagers out. Like that. There we go. Now these I can probably take down. This is like probably an excess torch here now. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. All right. So let's get ready to plant these. And maybe I can just start them right now because these are going to take a while to grow because the stems have to grow to maturity and then they have to start growing. And so I can start with both of them, melons and pumpkins planted in this field until they really start growing, and then I can make a second field later, like next episode later. Okay, fill up these water buckets and then sleep. Where's my bed? Here we go. You know, I was just thinking, I'm looking at this right here and this right here and thinking that could break up the solid oak that we've got surrounding the village at the moment. But yeah, that's for another day. Oh. I came over here mainly to get leaves for those 2 water spots. So let me get those leaves. Did I have some more? I thought I had a couple more in here. Yes, 2 more. Excellent. Perfect. Oop. Where am I going? Okay, let's get this here and that here. And now we'll start. Let's see, because we want them to grow. So these grow. Then they'll grow there. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, I don't want them like that. That's right. When I did these farms in my other world, I put that extra. No, I made these like too wide so that these plots were actually larger. That's what I did. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay if it's not perfectly uniform. See, because then these are going to come down at an angle here. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, because you tend to do. Oops. It's like it's best to do these in a grid because they will grow quicker. Because there's typically going to be more available spots for each stem to blossom into. You know, I do not want the entrance. I don't want my entrance blocked. So let me do that. Okay. I want to be able to get in and out of this thing without stomping on stems or anything. Okay. So at most, this one block will be free. Okay, that's good enough. So I keep plopping my bed down because I've discovered that's the easiest way to clear out like either farmland or path blocks rather than like placing like dirt blocks and then having to punch them back up or whatever. because you can punch up that bed really quick. So you just place it, punch it, place it, punch it, place it, punch it, and you can clear out like path blocks or farmland or whatever very quickly. It's a little trick I discovered a little while back. There we go. Okay. So then they still can be as long as I have one block in here that's not going to be a stem or anything that I can break. Okay. All right, let's get these started. So we'll get some pumpkins. Oh, that's the first actual seed I've planted. Except probably because I haven't planted a wheat seed yet. Oh, these little stems look cute too. They're like a little grouping of blocks instead of like a pixel. There we go. So they'll take forever to grow. And then we'll start expanding those. How's our, do we have a full potato yet? We do have a full potato. Nice, okay. So this is getting started. Fantastic. Where are we at for time here? We're closing in on the 3 hours. I would like to make this, you know, a good solid 3 hours. So we got probably about another. I'm estimating because I didn't record this all in one. When I took a break, I stopped the recording, but I think it was about. I think I probably have about 15 minutes or so to hit the 3 hour mark. So let's go ahead and rather than chopping down trees for the last 15 minutes because we've done so much of that, let me place down some more of these logs and see how much of this wall we can get full size. So all the, what's going on? Huh. Okay, something wasn't working the way I expected it to. Okay, I'm not sure what was going on there. Okay, let's get these. Yeah. Say brick wall has some leftovers. Okay, great. Let's see. Let me put these carrots in the farmer's house. Hey, what's that block they're doing there? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and let's start on this side and put some more of these logs down and see how far this wall is going to get. We haven't really finished it over here anywhere, did we? Oh, see, I need to be... Okay, I need to be more diligent about this stuff. So what I need to do probably is plant these. That I forgot I put that blue block down. I wasn't sure what that was for a moment. I thought that was like a water source block that wasn't flowing. That threw me off for a second. Yeah, I need to plant the sugar cane where I can see it so I can remember to be harvesting it. So I'll tell you what, let's so all of this, oh, this is my spawn. Or let's see. See, I put all those torches now, so I don't really know what torch. So this is that, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I think that's the wall then. The other side of that 10. Right, so that was this row here, which was this torch. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then one outside of that is the wall. Okay, great. So that's where my wall ends. It's this spot here. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Let's see how much of this wall we can make 3 tall. Hey, we got another sheep in town before I built the wall. Nice. Definitely will have enough sheep to breed, so that's great. So we'll only have to go looking for cows later. Very cool. This is going to be the ugliest wall in the world, isn't it? Not going for aesthetics at the moment. Definitely not going for aesthetics. I'm trying to decide like how much of that I'm even going to do. Like, I get it, right? I mean, I've learned how to build better. I need to be a better builder. I need to build nice things. But part of me also misses the years and years and years of playing where I just didn't worry about that. You know? I didn't worry about, like, if I make a path, it has to be textured with 5 different blocks. I could just make a path of 1 block type or whatever. I kind of miss that. I miss the... I hate to say the freedom to do that, because it's not like anyone's forcing me to do anything, but I feel like the expectation is that, like, you know, you don't build like that, right? Especially if you know better. I know better. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes when we get there. I mean, I'm not going to build ugly on purpose, but I also don't know how much I really want to worry about building to the nines, you know what I mean? Yeah, like I said, like the guy that I was watching on YouTube who kind of inspired the kind of like city wall and stuff. He builds a little bit more simply, right? Like, you know, he'll just use like 1 or 2 block types to do a building. He's not doing texturing and all of that and detailing. You know, so and they look just fine, especially when they're builds that are like this large. Like, they look just fine. So I probably shouldn't stress out over it. Our 3 high wall is done. That's awesome. I wonder how, like, if any of these walls are actually spawnable. I'm certain they are. Yeah, like here's a spot that's spawnable. Let me do that. Let me run around the surface of this wall. I'll just throw some torches, even though they're not spawnable. The light is nice. Let's go ahead and run around the top of this wall. Get that nice and lit up. Oh, look at that. I didn't realize that. Yeah, see, that's when you build the wall, right? You cut off the light source, and then it got dark there. Oh, same here. Excellent. Or I probably knocked it down or something. I could also strip some of these logs to make them look different if I wanted to, but I'm wondering if just mixing in some dark oak would be cool. But again, maybe ultimately this is going to be temporary. Ultimately, this will be a better looking wall than just a line of logs. So maybe I just don't worry about it. Gosh, this reminds me of playing so many years ago with my family, you know, nieces and nephews and stuff. And again, we built more simply back then, and we liked it. No one cared. No one knew any better. No one tries to compare themselves with other YouTubers or anything, or pictures they see on Reddit or anything. I realize we got this guy over here needs some light. We'll put one right on the top. Alright, is our entire area here spawn proof? No. Pretty much all of it is, though, I think. I don't think there's anything in here that's spawnable. Let's double check. We'll go around here in the dark. I wonder. Let's turn those shaders on and get... Ooh. The glow of the lights, the moon, the stars. That's pretty. Oh gosh, that's pretty. Okay. My brain thought that was an apple, and then as soon as I turned to look at it, I realized, why would there be an apple, an undespawned apple sitting in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, this is, I mean, all of this is spawn proof. I'm just throwing down some extra torches in the dark spots is all. Let's see, let's get some more torches just in case. Good. Yeah, this little thing down here. I mean, nothing can get out of this. Okay, that's perfectly safe. Let's make sure on the other side of where I planted these trees looks okay. Oh yeah, we're good over there. This is really pretty at night. This is where the shaders really shine. This is really where they shine. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Got anything along the beach here need to be lit up better? I think we have an entirely spawn-proof home right now. This entire walled-in area now is spawn-proof and safe. The only thing with... Oh, I can't run because I've been neglecting my hunger. There we go. This whole thing is... The only thing would be is if like we saw earlier, if a pillager group could spawn in here, would they attack my villagers or not? I'm not sure. Again, I'm not 100% sure if the roaming... Ooh, look at that sneaky little spot here. I'm not sure if like those little, like those randomly spawned roaming bands, if they attack villagers or not, because I always, kill them before I find out. So it's possible they could still spawn in here somewhere. Oh, I see a spot over there that's spawnable. So that would be the only danger I think would be is if pillagers could still spawn in here, and if so, will they attack my villagers? Otherwise, I think we're good. Wow, look at that. That's so pretty. Oh, you know what also I want to see because it's dark? It's nighttime. This is slowly becoming one of my favorite recent things they've added to. Oh, look at how the shadow from the moon comes across. Wow. Where are they? These guys right here. Yeah, our fireflies. So if we put this here, they should start buzzing around, right? There they are. They're little fireflies. Do they make the little sound too? I'm not hearing the sound. Let's do a few of them over here. Let's just because we can get more little fireflies. Here we go. Oh, they're so pretty. Wow, you're what's going on with you, man? There we go. Heal you up a little bit. Where was that? Where'd that come from? Is there a cave under here? Because I don't see the cat. Why am I not seeing very many fireflies? Okay, I guess I'm seeing them now, but I wasn't a minute ago. Very cool. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? I think it might be I think that might be where we call it. So, here we go. Let me just say goodbye to the camera. Well, if I could hit the right key. There we go. Ooh, dark. By the moonlight in the shadow of my bamboo. Well, thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the series. And just say hi. Let me know that you're watching and let me know that you're enjoying it so that I know to keep it going. So, yeah, this was fun. And maybe, I know, again, oh, not going to apologize. Not going to apologize. If you made it this long, then you don't mind that it was a bit of a boring episode. Anyway, maybe we'll try to do something a little more exciting in the next one. But I'll see you then, okay? Bye-bye.